Welcome back to the Cozy Show. Hopefully we're live. I'm going to verify it real quick. Forgive me for the late start today. We should be playing Slingshot in just a moment. Yep, we are live. I don't have the Cozy theme ready as far as OBS is concerned, but we have this new layout. So give me 1 second. If you do have a Cozy Penguin, I hope you can come join us. Come play Slingshot Sailors. We can kind of talk about what, let's all wish them a happy birthday too. So if you're watching this and you haven't popped in the Cozy Penguins Discord, the general chat, just go wish them a happy birthday or happy anniversary. Because they've done a lot in 1 year and more than 1 year. And it was really nice getting to know the team even more. I learned about a story that I didn't know, between Zoogie, one of the founders, and Tim, the artist, how they connected, and a game that they made that never saw the light of day that might. But it was just a fun project. Like, it was just really awesome getting to know everybody even more. So I highly recommend. I'm not sure if that space was recorded because there was some alpha on there that Zoogie didn't really want people to hear in some cases. Please don't quote me on that, but I think it's just more rewarding those who were present at the space. And I know that alpha will come to light in the future, right? But a lot was discussed, and it was a really awesome space, I must say. So I haven't even had my coffee yet. Let's see here. Let's move to Polygon, Slingshot Sailors. Let's pop open this. Give me 1 second. We'll get some background music and all that. Bam, bam. What happens when you start behind schedule, even though we never really had this thing scheduled. But what's good? How's everyone doing today? Getting the chat window put in, so now I should be able to see everybody. And there's the Cozyverse. Let's go. So it is in progress. So hopefully it's still counting down to the start of the game. Perfect. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm excited for the new OBS layout to come. It's going to change from orange to this cozy blue. I really want to theme it around Cozy the Penguin. And if you're not already, Cozy the Penguin. Go follow this account. Share it with your friends. You're going to see them be very active on developing the lore behind Cozy the Penguin on Instagram. So this is from the perspective of Cozy. Yeah, there's also another Twitter thread. If you go to their Cozy Penguins NFT Twitter, let's see where it is. Yeah, unfortunately, you can't listen to the recording, but they have a nice thread here. I highly recommend you catch up on it if you did miss the space last night. Zoogie, the founder, as well as the team, chimed in on each slide, right? And he went really in depth on his thoughts with each slide. And it was just, man, I'm even more bullish on them than I was before. And that's saying something because I was already pretty fucking bullish. My bags speak for themselves. And keep in mind, I only minted one. I, acquired the rest off a secondary. Yeah, but this is a little teaser of what's to come. These question marks kind of leave it up for interpretation. We've already teased this. I know we've teased this. I think I've teased this too. But this is an exciting year. That's all I can say. It's a very exciting year. Let's put on some background music. I'm actually going to do that from another browser. Oops. Have non-cozy stuff up. Which one? What's up, Jonathan? Thanks for tuning in, man. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Interesting. Yeah, man, my sleep schedule has been all out of whack. Not complaining, but adjusting. All right, it's a little too loud. Let's bring it down. So now we should be good with some lo-fi jams. I went on a road trip pretty much all day Sunday, and I went to bed at 5 a.m., woke up at 7 a.m., I don't know how I did it. It's like my younger days. And then I proceeded to drive to beach towns, to Lisbon, had dinner with my cousin, drove back up to a golf spot. I also golfed, went to the driving range, slept, woke up the next morning, golfed, and I didn't sleep too much, and then drove back. And my sleep schedule has just been all off because of it. Not only because of that, but I think starting that drive with 2 hours of sleep, I got back and I hibernated like a bear, but that caused me to, when I got back the next morning, it was like, 7, 8 in the morning. Oof, is all I could say. But time for some dentists, some dermatologists this week. And next week, Germany, which reminds me, I need to call my little cousin over here, see if she wants to make some money, take me to the airport rather than paying a taxi. I'd rather put that money in my family's hands. All right. So we got 2 minutes. Now, if you're watching this video, I assume that you know how to play. If you don't, please drop a comment below. Let me know. We'll provide all of the resources you need to learn. And then you can always just follow along this video. I'm not going to explain each step by step, but I might have to turn off my video and go make some more coffee. I don't want to be yawning here on screen. All right, so in the meantime, let's share this YouTube link. The heck is this? Polygon. Oh, gas is high. I'm like, am I minting something? 0.05? I thought I was still on mainnet. Dang. Oh, I don't know if you can see the pop down of my wallet, but there I am on the sling. But yes, let's quickly recap it. I'll recap it as best I can. But really talk about this past year, right? I gotta say, I just love the art. Look at this one. And I think we determined they're flippers. So we are Cozy Labs, a team of gamers who lives and have been impacted in a significant and spiritual way through our connection to games. Our vision is to shape the way we see the world through the games we make. Let me actually go full screen here if I can. That way we don't see all this other Twitter mumbo jumbo. Let's see. Is there a way to just hit next? Interesting. I guess I can do it like this. Yeah, we'll do it like this. All right, so hopefully you can hear me. Now, Cozy Labs, shape the world through games. Oh, I've already done this part, haven't I? Yep. All right, so what does this mean? First and foremost, we want to build incredibly fun games, which they've been very transparent about from day one. I gotta say, I'm gonna interchange and squirrel here, but learning about how much they've completed but haven't released, because the last thing that they want to do is just push something to market that the market's not ready for. they've already had another collection ready to drop. I think 2, if I'm not mistaken. They've already built working game models that they haven't dropped because it just didn't feel right. This is a team and a community that truly cares about its community, about its purpose, about its holders, because they're not just flooding the market for the sake of taking advantage of other people and this hype trend of minting out, flipping, having these bots come in. I mean, I just tip my hat off to them even more right after that space, after learning more and more about what's been ready, but what hasn't been dropped, because the last thing they want to do is extract value out of the market. They want to bring value into the market, right? And it really shows with a lot of these other projects, a lot of these other people who are just rinse and repeat. They keep dropping more shit, and guess what? Most of that shit goes to zero, right? Because they're not really thinking about the community. They're not really thinking about what's going to happen to the market, right? Like, man, I got to say I'm even more bullish on this team. But the mission: build incredibly fun games that inspire us to rethink conventions, challenge one another, and bring people together. Community, ownership, and education. So what does this mean? This means a very exciting year ahead. That's all I'm going to say. All right, our guiding principles. They have 4 guiding principles at the Cozyverse, Cozy Labs team. Fun first. Above all else, no expectations. Love that. Play to win. It's time to get serious. Embrace our inner degen. It's okay to do stupid shit for fun. Just don't lose too much focus. Live by our community or die by it. Let's go. Our plan? We're entering year 2 in our quest for domination. Last year we built, we learned, we formed an opinion on how we want to build games. This year our focus will be to get our games in front of players. By next year we'll solidify our big bets. World domination. Look at the little froggy controlling the pengu. And I'm going to take a little break as I go through this, just to check on the sling, and also to remind people that I'm live, because I never posted the dang link. Never posted the link. This is what happens when you start late. This is what happens. Boop, boop. Where's Discord? Oh, I guess it was never open, eh? Watch me actually win the game today because nobody else is playing. So we're solo dolo today, LFG, and we're going to continue to go through that post and kind of recap as best I can. I'll recap, and I'm going to make sure I don't share certain things that, you know, were for the ears of the audience only at the time, right? And I totally get it. Some are security concerns. Some are new project name related concerns, and we don't want to drop any alpha as far as what the names are, so bots can't come and steal certain domains and URLs that could pose problems down the road, right? And cause some type of issues. You don't want that. You don't want that. So I totally understand. But my little tip for future spaces, please record all of the spaces. I'd love to help create some type of template to where we can just pull the audio in. The audio converts to speech to text, right? So you can start pulling 15 to 30 second clips from the Twitter spaces of things that were discussed. Because, man, all night last night I was thinking to myself, first of all, I stayed up late. Space started at 1 a.m. for me. Then ended at like 3:30 a.m. for me. I feel like it could have gone longer too. But there was countless times I thought to myself, I want to clip this for them. I hope this is recorded, right? Type of thing. And I remember I was going to bring it up, but I know it was a long space, right? And it was time to end it. But yeah, like so much clippable content, insane. So I hope for future spaces we record those. Let me know what I can do to help. Let's fucking go. All right, let's go back to recapping the Twitter thread, 13 pages here. But do I want to move? It's too late anyway. Shoot. Let's see. Let me move slings before we go back to that after this round. You know what? Kind of like how this thing's looking now. So we're going to stay here. Oh, but this needs to launch, eh? I guess I had, interesting. We riding. Moving along. 2022, we built a lot, formed a successful Cozy Penguin Mint, to shipping a fully on-chain game, to creating a cross-chain metaverse ecosystem. Team also proved our ability to build cool stuff through 4 hackathon wins. That's a fun fact that not a lot of people know. And our ability to grow organic communities. I think this is huge. And you see it. You really, really see it with this team, with this community. There were no paid influencers. There were no paid sponsorship ads. This was launched organically, and it continues to be ran and grow organically, which I think is one of the most special things, aside from the team being at the forefront of it and the community. I mean, I did not expect so many genuine connections to be formed within the community. I did not expect to start gaming again. I'm not saying that is a bad thing. I just did not expect a lot of things to occur this year when I came to support a friend's project, right? That was the original thing for me. Scotty B is my brother from another mother. He's like my older brother. And at first it was all about supporting him. But with each day that went by, which, you know, as I got more comfortable hanging out in the voice chat, even without him, right? Tim was a big, big reason for that. He was a big reason for making everybody feel welcome, I personally think, right? Not to say anybody else didn't do that, but Tim is just so genuinely interested in what you're doing, what you're up to, where you're from, what you like to eat, what you like to do on a day-to-day basis. I mean, he's taught me to be a more genuine person in this space, and actually care and actually be present when you're communicating with other community members, rather than just coming in and asking questions for your own personal gain or benefit, right? I tip my hat off to this entire team. I mean, I think it's just a perfect match, the way everybody came together. I can't wait to share what I remember about the story between how Tim and Ziggy met. Let's actually go back really quick. This game right here is something that Ziggy and Tim made first. It was even before Slingshot proof of concept, right? Will this be a game that is released? I don't know. I think they kind of teased it, but I'm not going to say a dang thing. So I'm excited for the new website too. I know this one's long overdue, and I'm already loving the way it's looking right here. So let's fucking go. The one thing I forgot to ask on the space last night, and I didn't want to keep the mic at the end. Let's just run through it here. 2023 is the year of games, and games. Our goal is to ship a lot of games to players with the intent to grow our base, improve our ability to deliver fun. We will do this while embodying the lab in Cozy Labs. Lots of experiments, a healthy amount of risk. I got to say how I like that slide number 7 there. Let's go check on the sling. Uh-oh. No, I probably should have been paying attention. Shoot. Dang it. What's up, Surf? Thanks for tuning in. Hey, that Minecraft had me up so late. Insane. I watched both sunrises over here. Let's go. Yeah, I'm just recapping. I'm doing a little bit of Slingshot, but I'm mostly recapping the space last night since we don't have a recording and it's still fresh in my head. So we're going to continue along for anybody who's just learning about the Cozyverse. I do want to move slings, though. Why is that so short? What's going on with gas? Polygon gas tracker. 174? Didn't I up that? No! Right? I love it. I think we're all on the same page there. I know that I was kind of talking about my road trip at the beginning of this stream, but I went to bed, right? And I hadn't installed Minecraft yet. This was like Saturday night. And it was like, I went to bed 5 a.m., woke up 7 a.m. It's horrible. But popped on the road. I was excited to go explore. And between the night of me going to sleep and then waking up, Scotty was still up in Minecraft with Eldor, just savages. I joined them for part of my road trip just to say hi and how much of a savage they are for still rocking and rolling all night. It's just madness. Hey, thanks, B. Yeah, so this new setup, I have a new layout for Cozy the Penguin with the Cozy the Penguin coloring, you know, more of the blue, but it's not ready yet. I'm finding a fun way. Like, this was a test, this layout that you see. I'm not sure if it'll stick. I'm going to tweak it a little bit eventually. But, of course, with Cozy the Penguin, I do have penguins on the desk kind of floating in front of the screen share, which I think is really awesome. So I'm excited. By this coming Thursday, I'll have the new layout for the Cozy show. And then we can test it and reiterate and improve on it, you know? That's what we do around here. Nothing's set in stone. We tweak it as we go, and then we improve. Scotty is a machine. And what's funny is, as I say that, the machine should be on the stream. But no, the machine needs some much needed rest, I bet. Let's see, is he even online? He's not even online. He's probably sleeping like a baby. All right, year 3 will be all about scaling. We'll have a clear idea of where we play and where we don't. And we'll make big bets to reach players on a world scale. Get ready. Execute against our long-term vision. Place key bets. Tap into a 187 billion social gaming market. Build on a world scale. Begin world conquest. I like that little floating crown there. All right, I kind of teased this one at the beginning, but let me be my... Dang it. All right, it's not looking too good. It's not looking too good here. The math is not in our favor. Hey, are these things running real quick, B? What the heck? I'll take my 10 cozy coins, though. That's cool. All right. There's a lot of things we're excited for in 2023. We have several game projects in flight that will come out this year, several unannounced games in the pipeline, and more characters that will introduce to our universe. I was kind of teasing this at the beginning of the episode when I pulled up this slide. But just look, this is the world that you will see soon, the world that you can jump from island to island, from game to game. I'm personally very excited about this one because to me, it looks like dogs. I'm not going to give any alpha if I do know anything, but I love dogs. So I'm very excited to see the art unveil if it's what I think it is right there. So moving along, we are a team that will win. I love it. The only thing I would change, actually wouldn't change, but you've already won in my eyes. You've created something very special off of a free mint, and I don't think any other project in the space can say the same. I think any other project in the space who have accomplished what you have accomplished did so from a paid mint. And if I'm wrong, please correct me and share the project with me, but I think you guys are one of a kind. And yeah, that's the only sentence I would change right there. You're a team that have won and will continue to win, right, type of thing. But that's just my 2 bananas. The team formed in October 2021 with 3 engineers and an artist with extensive experience in the gaming industry. We were excited to experiment with how blockchain tech could could improve the gamer and developer experience. Oh, let me actually go back and shout out the team. Zoogie, cheerleader. Wow, I just butchered that. Cheerleader. Engineering lead at a blockchain company, shipped blockchain protocol, securing 9+ digits. Previously engineering and leadership at Riot Games. ImpGuard, engineering, built game services reaching 100+ million players, worked on League of Legends, Riot Games, research and development. Minesweeper, engineer, tech lead, Valorant. Tim, art, the artist. Made games for Disney, Nickelodeon, BBC, Cartoon Network, and more. Designed mobile games with 5+ million downloads. So I was kind of mentioning how awesome it is talking to Tim and how he makes you feel so welcome. Not once have I been made aware of this until the space last night. Like, I knew he was talented. I knew he had worked for big brands, but that's not something he's going to use in a conversation to try to impress anybody. He's just a genuine person. And I tip my hat off to Tim even more. Like, I didn't know the specifics of which brands. I knew they were big brands, and I didn't know the active user on those mobile games that he helped develop, right? Or designed, rather. So this is just a winning fucking team. Excuse my language, but sheesh. Woo. As the project grew, oh, boop, 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 boop. There it is. I'll get to those comments in a second. Let me just power through it. And then maybe if you have, the only shitty part, excuse my language, with this new OBS layout is the chat. I can't pin the chat, and it's like small on my screen. I appreciate you, B. I appreciate you, B. And yeah, Surf, right? I had no fucking clue. It was crazy. But he's just so humble, so nice, and just so happy to be here. And happy to have people happy to be here, right? Like, that's the key. And I've personally seen over the past year, like myself included, I think I kind of touched on it. You know, I'm a rather shy individual. B might argue to differ, but it's only if you truly know me, I'm not that shy, right? But she got to meet me in person with Scotty, right? That's my brother. So she saw the side of me that's definitely not shy by any means, I would imagine. But I am generally very well reserved. I'm an introvert. I don't really open up so easily like that. And I gotta say, Tim really, like, it was something I was gonna say at the end of the space last night. I just did not expect such genuine connections to be formed and genuine interest in others, right? Rather than having an ulterior motive. Like, most people generally have ulterior motives, or they're coming in to ask when floor go up, when whitelist, when allow list, when next project, when I make money, pop, 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 right? Not when can I have fun, right? Like, what do you like to do for fun, right? Actually caring about these things. And it really shows in the Discord. So if you're not already in the Discord, join it. And if you're shy, just pop into the voice chat, say hi, and then mute yourself, and then slowly build up into talking. With each day, it'll get better, I promise. As the project grew, so did our ambitions, and more engineers joined in on the fun. As of today, we have 7 core contributors to the Cozy Verse who have the achievements and aptitude to be the CTO of their own startups, which is true. Azazel, I hope I'm not butchering that. I like the watermelon icon there. Engineering manager, Valorant. Fossil, staff engineer at Riot Games. Frustrum, founding engineer on Metal Land. This is, Metal End. Got it. $5 million funding. That's a little tongue twister there. Bird and Riot Games, KYSM. Why does that sound like some ASMR type of stuff, you know, where you just hear the sounds? KYSM, engineer, stealth blockchain startup, shipped first game to Steam in 2022. Ooh, Skier, CTO, funded stealth startup. Love it. Let's go. Continuing along. All right. In addition to art and engineering, we have Resident Ruin, who ties our universe together through an amazing audio experience built from the ground up. And let me show you a little something before I continue on with reading that one. Claim my cozy coins. Get out of here. Now, if you're on Slingshot Sailors and you grab your keyboard, oh, let me unmute. Check this out. He built a piano with all of these elements in your keyboard. I'm not sure exactly the hotkeys, but if you hear it, that's amazing. Like, I love this feature when they implemented it, and I can only imagine it's going to get better and better with each game in the ecosystem, and it'll tie together. I mean, that's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. All right. Our community team is composed of members of strong Web 2 and Web 3 communities and are excited to grow cozy with you. We have resident music, 10 plus years in music, Disney, Apple TV, typo, Netflix, HBO. And then we have BuzzBee, community, graphic design, community management, John HQ, security, everything Discord security, Scotty B, collaborations, previous Apple, Nike, Lexus, Canon, Young Oldie. Wait, Young Oldie, are you young or old? Hey, I'm actually curious now. I have a feeling you're our age, but could be wrong. Community grew Web 2 communities to 1 million plus multiple times. Let's fucking go. Team stacked. Team stacked. Team stacked. All right. We'll close out our 1 year post by celebrating our community. We are a tight-knit gaming community where folks come to play and stream games, hang, and shitpost. Our identity is our community identity, and we're excited to build both for and with you. Let's conquer the world. Let's fucking go. Hey, this was fun. We actually did one last night, fun fact, after the Twitter space. Another 5v5 customs Overwatch. Team stacked, community stacked. It's just a great place to be. So if you're sleeping on this project at all, rather, if you're sleeping on Cozy the Penguin as a brand, you won't be anymore. The question is, will you actually do this by yourself, or will you wait for the rest of the public to catch on and start talking about Cozy the Penguin before you dip your toes? I recommend you dip your toes now. You won't regret it. And as I said, like, the worst case scenario is you're going to form a genuine friendship. And I can't even say that's a worst case scenario, but like, even if you're not interested in the future of the Cozyverse, you'll at least make some awesome friends through the process, right? But I guarantee you're going to be interested in what this team is up to and what's happening in the future. So let's fucking go. AS. Oh, wait, are you trolling me, B? I know, right? So I'm working on these cooking videos and I have to re-record them because I didn't set my boom mic up correctly. But this thing will pull like all the crisp audio. And then I suppose I can always set this up too. Now we're totally squirreling here. If you're unaware, I do what's called squirrel. I'll be talking about one thing and then sometimes something will come to mind and I'll talk about something completely unrelated, but also kind of related. I mean, I am streaming and it is going to be videos that I'm going to post on this show. They're all going to be plant-based recipes, but yeah, fun fact. Testing out, like, I've recorded so many, like, me chopping vegetables and it's just not how I want it to be. So we rinse and repeat until we get it the right way. But let's fucking go. And that's a wrap. And sheesh, gas spiked. What's going on over here? Planet. Is that 4? No. 1x. Is that 11? All right. Anyway. With that, this has been another episode of BitmonkeyTV's The Cozy Show, where I recapped last night's Twitter space. I did a little bit of Slingshot Sailors gameplay, but I primarily just lost and got myself 10 more Cozy coins, which is awesome. Don't mind it. And I think I covered all the posts here. So with that, today's short and sweet. Forgive me for the late start. I already explained why. Thursday, we'll be back at it on time. We'll start a few minutes before Slingshot. That way we can hang out in the lobby and come chat in the Discord if you're interested. So with that, please do hit that like, subscribe if you found any value at all. If you have any specific questions for the Cozy Labs team and maybe you're shy, just pop them as a comment below. I can personally ask the team for you in voice chat, and then I can reiterate their answers on Thursday. So if that's ever a thing you want to do, if you ever want to funnel questions through me, drop a comment below. I'll tag it, I'll add it to my notepad, and I'll make sure I get an answer for you. So appreciate you for being here. Until the next one, peace. Yeah, thank you, B. Thank you, Surf. Jonathan, appreciate you guys for tuning in. So much love, and I'll catch ya in the Cozyverse.